one point in time, 200 U.S. ships could be anchored in there. Matter of fact, U.S. veterans often joke that they could walk all the way across the length of Ulithi and never touch the water.
To the southwest, aboard the Japanese submarine I-47, Captain Senji Orita observes the massive American anchorage by periscope.
Orita's attack plan was to move I-47 to southeast of Ulithi and make his attack to the northwest and into the central part of the anchorage.
Mounted on the top deck of I-47 are what look like modified torpedoes. These are the Kaitan, piloted suicide submarines intended to destroy ships anchored at Ulithi. For honor and the glory of Japan, Sub-Lieutenant Sekio Nashina, co-inventor of the Kaitan, leads the terrifying mission. At 4 a.m., Nashina and 3 other suicide pilots launch from the deck of I-47. The top-secret plan quickly goes awry. 2 Kaitan run aground shortly after launch. Another is detected as a midget sub and sunk by U.S. destroyers. That leaves 1 Kaitan, piloted by Nashina. Nishina's target is an aircraft carrier, but aiming the torpedo proves difficult.
Kaitan pilots, unlike kamikaze, could not see where they were going. They were sealed in their submersible and essentially blind. The only opportunity they had to see their target was to hand crank up a stubby periscope and take a bearing, try and sight your target, and take a final high-speed run in.
An aircraft carrier is an unattainable target, but honor demands that an American ship be sunk. Nishina makes a fateful decision. He will attack the nearest American ship, the USS Mississinewa. The sailors cannot know the horror that lies in store for them at the hands of Imperial Japan's newest secret weapon, the Kaitan. By mid-1944, Japan's Pacific Empire was collapsing. Scarred by crushing defeats at Midway and the Marianas, Japanese military commanders turned to increasingly desperate measures. Including the Toko, or suicide
Trying to do what the
weapons.
Germans did,
The hopeless logic that put pilots in the cockpits
Didn't
of
work out too
kamikaze
good.
aircraft was soon applied to the infamous Type 93 Long Lance torpedo, an idea pioneered by Sekio Nishina and Hiroshi Kuroki. By adding a small cockpit amidships and some rudimentary steering equipment, the torpedo was transformed into a guided missile. The pilot could steal in right under the nose of picket ships and PT boats that were not able to detect such a small craft. In the summer of 1944, the Imperial Navy sought volunteers to take the suicide subs into battle.
The trainees in Kaitan were referred to as pilots of this weapon, and they were largely drawn from the ranks of Imperial Japanese Navy aviators.
Harumi Kawasaki was one such aviator.
飛行機関連だろうなという程度で考えた。
I assume that it has something to do with aircraft.
卒業して
he went the extra mile. They
Upon
found him.
graduation, we were put on a train, destination unknown.
言ってくれないわけです。
They wouldn't tell us where we were going.
でしばらく走って
Later on board, we were told that we were going to Kure. In Kure, we were taken to a submarine base. Then, only
Bet.
then, I realized what the new weapon may be.
こうなると
You work here now, didn't you?
っていうようなことがぼやっとこう分かってきたんですよね。
The Kaitan was 48 feet long, with a simple propeller engine driven by compressed air.
Take a Martin,
And packed
Train
into
one
the
day.
nose of the Kaitan was the warhead.
drop everybody off, different bus.
気持ちは動かないですね。というのは回転には
It was extraordinary, simply breathtaking. The Kaiten carries 1.6
Doesn't look
tons
very
of
happy about it.
explosives. The bomber carries just a quarter of that. There's no other weapon that alone carries this much. Only we could single-handedly
That shit was
sink a
fucking
battleship
massive.
or an aircraft carrier.
進められるという
I was proud.
力を持ってなお我々もこれしかないんだと
He couldn't wait.
いうフライルがあった
The co-inventor of the Kai-10,
Alright,
Sekio
granted, this shit's
Nishina,
old.
volunteers to be one of the first men to take the weapon into battle.
Still,
On November
He's
20th,
at least 20 during that
1944,
shit.
at the controls of the Kai-10 suicide submarine, Sekio Nishina prepares for
60,
impact. Former Kai-10
60
pilot
years.
Harumi Kawasaki
80 years old.
describes the attack run.
安全装置を外すわけですいつでもぶつかったら爆発する
Once in range of the enemy, we take the safety off,
完全爆発
but it wouldn't explode yet. We identify our target and make a high-speed run-in with the detonator in our hand.
目標を決めて
On impact, we'd be thrown
や
forward.
ったら
That would trigger a second detonator.
走るわけですけどその時
It
に
was
は
a fail-safe mechanism.
電化線も電気信管のスイッチですね
At 5:45 a.m., the Heaven Shaker strikes. A massive explosion rocks the Mississinawa. Fuel oil ignites, creating a firestorm.
Nautilus. Shit kept going. Tight shit. It's car death.
Flames swept
Great
through
power
the
sheet.
forward berthing compartment through the open hatches and enveloped men who were instantly killed in their bunks.
On the opposite end of the ship, 19-year-old
Jack
Seaman
Sparrow.
Second Class Herb Deitch gets a rude awakening.
I was in my boat, and when the blast hit, I hit
Rock
the
the
floor.
boat,
I
kinda.
was the second bunk up. And then, naturally, I just wanted to find out what the trouble was.
Flames leap from the 73-foot hole in the hull. The choking smoke billows over a mile into the sky.
Sailors throughout Ulithi and surrounding vessels saw the ship was completely enveloped in smoke and flames and felt that not a single Mississina sailor could possibly have survived.
Herb Deitch makes it to the top deck and surveys the scene.
All you saw was smoke, endless smoke. And it was getting cold because it was blocking out the sun. You looked around because you're bewildered. And then we saw fire, it was rain, along the sides of the ship. And after a while, even the railings got hot because the heat came up through the steel.
The flames race aft. The sailors begin to abandon ship, diving into an ocean of fire.
Can't zoom in
as
on that
thousands of gallons
for us.
of burning fuel oil leaks into the sea.
I told them, don't put your life
I want to see him.
preservers on because the oil will, the fire will burn you. You have to be below the water. Otherwise, you get down.
You
have
just
to
simulate
go
that.
underwater, clear it, which they taught you in boot camp.
Just everything.
Rescue boats from surrounding vessels brave the flames,
Zoop.
oil, and smoke to drag fellow sailors to safety. In the end, 200 men are rescued. At 7 a.m., the Mississinawa lists heavily to port, capsizes, and sinks beneath the waves, carrying 63 sailors with her. The Heaven Shaker has left its murderous mark. The sinking of the Mississinawa would prove to be one of the only victories for the Kai-10. The program was a dismal failure.
Only roughly half of the Kai-10 pilots released from the I-class submarine ever even saw their target. Over 2,000 Japanese submariners on the mother submarines carrying Kai-10 to combat were lost as well. The results were dismal at best, with a weapon that had high hopes.
Japan and Germany's development of unconventional secret weapons was a tactical failure. But the existence of these shocking tools of destruction would drive the Allies to their own top-secret weapons programs.
I've seen that
One such
before, but
secret
this is
initiative,
different.
codenamed Aphrodite, developed
Like a
an
comic
ingenious
shit.
weapon. A radio-controlled bomber packed with
Nikola Tesla was
explosives,
radio-controlled.
precursor to the modern-day guided missile.
Kennedy was taken out in
The
it.
effort will cost a prominent American his life.
When it blew up and covered an area, a 5-mile radius. They said pieces you could pick up most of the pieces of the plane and put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Disintegrated that motherfucker.